You know, it's a great responsibility to be put in a place where people are looking to you as an idol, or you are these superheroes.
I think everyone gets influenced by, you know, material like literature. People get influenced by everything out there. Anime is just another thing out there that people can really look up to and get, you know, influenced by.
現実と空想の区別がついた子供たちが見る分には悪影響は僕はあまりないと思う。ただその区別がつかない年齢から例えば3歳以下とかそういう小さい時からアニメーションを見せるとそれは僕は多少害があるのではないかというふうに考えます。これはあくまで個人的な意見。
We grew up with Bugs Bunny.
Right.
There's violence everywhere.
Sure.
You know, the duck is holding a bomb, and he looks, mother, and you know, it blows up, and his bill is moved up here, over there.
Yeah.
You know, today you can't even say the word bomb, but it didn't hurt us any.
No.
We're warped.
Exactly.
But we're not dangerous.
Right.
What you have to understand is that some parents are beautifully vigilant and also understanding, you know. It's wonderful. But as time goes on, it's almost as though your brain ossifies, and it's like you start to make assumptions about things, you know. And like my mum used to say to me, oh, is that really violent stuff? And of course it wasn't, you know, it's a medium, not a genre, you know. And it's just strange, because what you'll get is you get people, you know, oh, it's a cartoon, it's clearly for children. Well, that's just lazy parenting. And that just sort of comes down to, you know, inform them. It's what the rating system's there for. Don't ignore it arbitrarily, you know. That said, the rating system over here isn't necessarily too well equipped to handle a lot of anime.
You know, I used to live in London, and all the kids shows which I watch here in Tokyo, sometimes they say, oh, we cannot put it on the TV in UK. You know, so there are some difference on how consumers, viewers perceive the actual level of violence.
What's seen as appropriate for children here differs from back home. So we're sitting in Japan right now, so because of that, it tends to be aired at times that are more appropriate for older people to watch, at least in the US.
The thing about anime and the people who watch anime, I don't think they're necessarily, the large part of the anime culture watches anime just because they like the show or they like the fact that it's just a Japanese cartoon. A lot of people celebrate the culture. They know more about the culture, and because means of communication like the internet has made it very easy for us all to communicate no matter where we are, I think there are larger groups of support and to explain some of these things to other people.
Nowadays, as internet is so popular, I think, you know, there are fans who actually exchange such information, and, you know, for example, Western animation fan, one fan in US, write an article in, you know, like a social network service, like a community site, that, you know, oh, I saw this scene and I still don't get why he did it, you know, blah blah blah. But then, you know, Japanese animation fan can answer to that.
Sometimes when we watch certain animes, we need to see it from the point of view of the Japanese, the way they see things, you know, the way they. For example, the culture of how they relate to one another. That's one thing that it can be quite different from the Western cultures.
I like it because it gives me a different perspective on ways of thinking. It allows me to think, well, my way of thinking is X, Y, Z. You know, what would happen if I was put into that sort of scenario from a Japanese perspective? You know, what would I do? How would I do it? It allows me to see that there's another side of the coin, and that allows me to think, well, you know, I'm not the only sort of person who probably think like this. There'd be others.
West is looking to the East for a lot of things, definitely to heal ourselves and to find a balance in life. And the East is looking to the West as well. There's a great merger happening, and anime is part of the way things are actually becoming in harmony, where people in this reality, not just in cartoons, are going to be real superheroes and they're going to be saving the planet. And I feel anime is one of those tools to empower people to know that they have the ability to be real ninjas or have magical powers.
高畑監督も宮崎監督も、西洋の芸術音楽そういうところからいろんなものを取り込んで映画作りに生かしているので、そういう意味では
西洋の影響はものすごく受けてる作品が多いと思います。
Hayao Miyazaki and Spirited Away, having won an Oscar, it meant that people in the mainstream were more exposed to his wonderful movies.
Without them winning the Academy Award for Spirited Away and being nominated for Howl's Castle, which is no mean achievement, is really tells the Western animation is that there are better animation out there, and it's not just all one style. There's different styles out there that people like.